남자입니다. And welcome everybody, and very good morning, good night, and this very warm autumn Saturday morning, waking up to 16 degrees Celsius today, and very rainy, raining very heavily right now. And as a super minimalist, I don't even have an umbrella, so since I can't really go out there without getting everything wet and looking really haggard, so I decided to stream from home today. And streaming from home means I can have my favorite kind of coffee, which is bulletproof coffee. Coffee with organic ghee. Yes, not butter, but ghee. So nice. Super fragrance. You guys like bulletproof coffee? Pangtang coffee. Pangtang coffee. Wow, good morning. And my sorrow. Oh, why? In a way, it's true. We all want to end our sorrow. Yeah, one way or another. It's either you learn your sorrow the alive way, or you can end your sorrow the dead way. It's this or that. Azim Maziani, good morning, enjoy a coffee. Wow, okay, where are you guys watching from? What is the new names? Wow, new people joining my live stream. Welcome. And my sorrow, Aziani, Meziani. Meziani sounds Italian, yes. And Rachel from Singapore. Good afternoon, Singapore. Bulletproof coffee. Coffee with organic ghee. So this is what I get if I stream from home. My favorite. This is actually my favorite coffee. Pangtam coffee, or bulletproof coffee, or black coffee with organic ghee, or butter. I don't do butter. I do organic ghee. Wow, such deep fragrance. Mieziani, I'm from Algeria. Algeria. Hi. How do you learn about my live stream? Rachel, is ghee healthy? Oh yes, because ghee, organic ghee, not butter, not processed ghee, organic raw ghee. Okay, it's pretty much just an oil that lubricates your entire alimentary channel all the way down to your colon. It's extremely good for your colon health. Extremely good. So when you're like my age, when you're past 40, the recommendation is every day you should have one small spoon of ghee in hot water and drink. But drinking ghee that way is so boring, so I make it as pangtam kopi. For those of you who are new to my live stream, welcome. This is a live stream where here in Istanbul, yes, I am in Istanbul. Okay, it doesn't look like it today. This is a live stream where every morning I bring you guys to a different cafe or location here in Istanbul, and then grab a coffee and then chat about everything and anything, about my experience here in Istanbul, about the world, about life, anything. And today, waking up to a very super rainy day here in Istanbul, 16 degrees Celsius this autumn morning, and it's raining really heavily. Take a look. It's my window, that's my home window. Whoa, look at that. You can hear the sound, right? Shah, the moment I open the door. And you guys know what? As a super minimalist, you guys know, for those of you who have followed me for a while, you know I'm a super minimalist, right? And I'm minimalist enough to not have an umbrella. So when it rains, I simply don't go out. That's why today I'm streaming from home. Usually I'm streaming from some cafe outside. This is the view from my home. And yep, here's my living room. I gotta close the window. Actually, you can't tell, but the rain is quite heavy, and I can't even leave the window open. The rain's coming in. That's why today I'm streaming from home and dressed in my favorite kimono. Yep. Rachel Planet. Kopi Guyu. You call this Kopi Guyu in Singapore. Okay. Being in Singapore for 20 years, I never knew this is called Kopi Guyu. For 20 years of being in Singapore, I never knew about Kopi Guyu. I only heard about people say Kopi Guyu long after I left Singapore. For those of you watching might be wondering, what? 20 years and you left long ago? Like, How are you? You look 18. Yeah, I'm 46. Coming 46, yeah, by the way. Crystal Moon, good morning from New Zealand. Wow, good evening, New Zealand. Welcome. You remind me of my favorite New Zealand friend, Florence, who tipped me $50 last month. You know, she tipped me this once, I never forgot. And that's why I love New Zealand. But New Zealand right now is pretty hot, summer. The nice winter. Actually, it's no longer autumn, it's winter right now. But the weather's kind of screwed up this year. Usually at this time it's about 0 to 5 degrees Celsius here in Istanbul. But today, over the past 3 days, we're getting like 16 to 20 degrees. It's kind of crazy. And for those of you who just discovered my channel, welcome. You know, I see a lot of new names. Wow, welcome. Welcome to my live stream. Let me know how you guys found my live stream. And yeah, I'm really interested to know about all of you. Crystal Moon, it was 26 degrees Celsius, right? 26, yeah, 26 sounds like Celsius for New Zealand. Could be 26 in Canada, Fahrenheit. But 26 degrees Celsius in New Zealand sounds about right. It's the monsoon seasons, right? Do you guys have monsoon season around about this time, right? So usually, even though it's summer, it gets a little bit cooler, yes, in New Zealand. I lived in Australia though. I never lived in New Zealand. Never gone further south than Australia. Any more south, then I'll be seeing exotic animals on ice. For those of you who are here, well, help me by hitting the like button. Yeah. I always love to stream from home. You know, I feel so easy and so comfortable streaming from home all the time. Always. I love, you know, if you ask me, this is episode 49, yeah? My favorite place to stream from, honestly, number one, first place is home. Second place is Kitab Kuala, my favorite book cafe, yeah? Third place is Ministry of Coffee, Mok with the very friendly cat. For those of you who have been following me all this while, you know what I'm talking about. Me so hungry. Oh, Me so hungry. Have I seen you before? Very familiar name, but welcome. I think I found you while searching for vaccine news. How in the world I get mixed up with vaccine news? You know, I'm the last person in this world to ever be associated with any of this bullshit. Rachel, SG is now the second most expensive country in the world. Oh, not the most expensive country in the world. I always thought Singapore is the most expensive country in the world. No, I thought like a few years ago I saw this news. I don't really bother about the news, but I kind of like saw it on some people's Facebook posts that Singapore is the most expensive country in the world. Number one is Israel. Wow, that's interesting to know. I've never been to Israel. And Singapore is tied with Paris. And honestly, when I was living in Paris, it felt way more expensive than Singapore, to be honest. So don't trust the data 100%. I think, you know, when I was living in Paris, the difference is this. You may look at the data and say Singapore is tied with Paris, but I'm telling you, no way. When you go to Paris, you will on the average spend about twice the amount of money you will in Singapore. You know why? Because food is at least 10 times more expensive than in Singapore. Singapore may be the most expensive country in the world, but it has the cheapest food that I've ever seen anywhere in the world, except China and Africa and India. Singapore has third world country price for food, you know, and first world country price for everything else, cars and housing. So if you live in Paris and you're not driving, right, and you're renting houses and you're eating out, Paris is way more expensive than Singapore. Just eating, just 3 meals a day can cost you upwards of 2,000 to 3,000 Singapore dollars. Just eating. But in Singapore, you can eat 3 meals a day for $200 a month. Yeah, that's the big difference. So don't trust the data that way. There are many things in that data that's not relevant to real life. Yeah, I wouldn't trust the data. That's why I keep saying, that's why if you follow me long enough, I keep saying this. Don't trust everything you read. Don't think what you read is the truth. It may be the truth as a data, but when you experience it yourself in that country, it's always completely different. That's my experience so far, living in 6 or 7 different countries over the past 20 years. Every time I go to move to a new country, it feels the reality on the ground is completely different from all the data and everything I read about that country. That's my experience so far. And in many cases, it's exactly 100% opposite of what you read about the country. Yep. China, when I first went to China, it was completely opposite about everything about China is completely opposite what I read on the internet. Back then there was no internet, but in the news and from what other people say. So some of the countries that gave me the biggest shock was this. Number one was China. China was completely opposite what I've always thought of and read about China. Paris was completely opposite. It was not the beautiful and romantic city that I've always read about. No, it felt to me dangerous and dirty and grimy. Yeah. Where else is different? Istanbul, Turkey. Oh, Turkey, completely different from what I expected. America was exactly how I expected it to be. Australia, exactly how I expected. Korea, exactly how I expected. Japan, exactly how I expected. Yeah. So pretty much these 3 cities gave me the biggest shock. Spain was how I expected as well. So, China, Paris, and Turkey, Istanbul. Completely opposite what I've ever known. Tinfoil Man, I finally made it. Welcome, Tinfoil Man. Welcome to my home edition of a Limpeh morning live stream. Let's check the messages more. Miso, hi, ha ha ha. Okay, now for those of you who are new to my live stream, yeah, by the time I come to your message, it could be like 5-10 minutes later and I could have covered an entire different topic. So I usually cannot link what you mean by ha 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 or yes I agree, things like that. So try to write in complete sentences, otherwise I really cannot connect. Crystal Moon, yes, see, I have watched every morning chat except one. Wow, Crystal Moon, you have been following me and you've never spoken. Well, so I can't say welcome. You pretty much know what's happening, yeah. I'm very glad that you decided to interact today. Me so hungry. Do you see an eclipse right now? What eclipse? Right now is a rainy day. It's daytime. No eclipse. No eclipse. Rachel, yes, looks like European countries cost much more. Exactly. So don't trust the data. The data says Singapore is as expensive as Paris. So you think, oh, Paris, you're used to Singapore level of expenditure, and then you think, oh, Paris, okay leh, and then you go there and then you'll be shocked. Because why? To me, in my experience so far, the biggest difference between Singapore expenditure and every other country is the food. Because Singapore have this thing called kopitiam. It is serving first world country food at third world country prices. You gotta understand this. No food in other parts of first world country cities are this cheap. That's why if you are used to food being $5 or $3.50 in Singapore, you're not gonna get used to, $5 and $3.50 get you one small little bread, even here in Istanbul. Yeah, the thing is, food is expensive everywhere else in the world. Singapore food is dirt cheap. So honestly, and people kaubu about 50 cents difference in kopitiam prices. I mean, that's the most petty argument I've ever seen in my life, because food is already dirt cheap in Singapore. Okay, dirt cheap. You don't get that cheap of food even here in Istanbul, and this is a third world country. Miso, don't believe what you see, especially on TV. Yeah, don't even watch TV. Why watch? I don't even watch TV. Rigo, good morning, Limpeh. Never go out for coffee today. Yes, welcome to today. Today woke up to a very rainy day today. Today is a Today is winter already, but it's 16 degrees Celsius winter, and it's rain. But you know, the thing about winter here in Istanbul is this: it rains almost every day. You see, wow. And I have no umbrella. If I walk out in this rain in 20 seconds, I'll be soaked. It doesn't look like it on the camera, yeah, because the camera kind of like filters away this kind of small noises, but you can hear the sound. Yeah. This is the view from my window. My best friends, every day I talk to them. Every morning after my meditation, I would just lie here and talk to them. See? So usually, like, this is not strange, you know, because here in Istanbul, when it comes to winter, rather than snowing, every day you're raining, every day like this. So because it's raining, that's why I'm streaming from home today. But I love streaming from home. Why? Because number one, this is my favorite place to stream from, where I can completely talk as loud as I like, do whatever I like. You can't do that when I can't do that when I'm streaming out in the cafes again. And second, I get my favorite coffee, Pangtang coffee, or what Singaporeans call kopi guyu, which is tall black Americano coffee with organic lard, organic ghee. So it looks very oily, but so fragrant. Pangtang kopi. Pangtang kopi 아세요? Anyone speak Korean? Crystal Moon, you left early yesterday, so I decided to join the chat. Oh, yeah. I mean, yesterday I was waiting the whole thing. It looks like 7 minutes, but all in all, I waited over 20 minutes. So I waited like 10-15 minutes to see if anyone was waiting for the live stream. I can actually tell when you guys are on before the stream starts. Okay, I can tell. It's shown, and nobody. And then I decided to start the stream since it's getting late, and there's still nobody. About 10 minutes in, still nobody. I feel really silly talking to myself, so I decided to just call it a day. Rachel Planets, rental for one room is around 600 per month. In Singapore or where, Rachel? Rental for one room is around $600 per month. If rental for one room is $600 per month, it's dirt cheap. Singapore dollars, right? So that's about $400 per month. It's dirt cheap. So Singapore cannot be the first or second most expensive country in the world, because one room in New York will cost you thousands US dollar, or US dollar, one room. Yeah. And one slice of dirt pizza is over $2 US. Americano in Starbucks is $5.20 US. So that's why I keep saying, don't trust the data. I never believe the data saying that Singapore is the first or second most expensive country in the world. No. I can show you plenty of places way more expensive than Singapore. Oh, that's why I keep saying, Singapore the thing about Singapore policymakers is they love to show data that lies. For those of you who did not study finance, I'm accountancy background, by the way, accountancy and economics background. If you guys never studied finance, or you guys never studied statistics or mathematics, all right, you think when you look at statistics it's real. No, every single statistics in the world can be massaged in any way you like, and every single statistic in the world can be presented in a certain way as to make you think something is like that when it's not. That's why, as an accountant, of course I never practiced, but there's a saying in the accountancy industry is this: when you apply for a job as an accountant, okay, the interviewer usually asks you only one question. Okay, what do you think is the profit or loss of our company this year? There's only one right answer for this, by the way. As an accountant, if you want to get employed, there's only one correct answer. You guys know what the answer is? The answer is this: whatever you want it to be, I'll make it for you. That's accountancy. That's data for you. Okay, guys, that's data for you. Numbers can be massaged in any way you like, and that was the reason why. That was the main reason that led to the 2001 crash, the dot-com crash. Okay, because the Enron crash was due to this, due to accountants massaging the figures every single year, and it's still going on, by the way, huh? Still going on. Username, good morning, Limpeh. Good morning, username. Good morning, Sherry. And Rachel's, Sean Chaw. Haven't seen you in a week. Sean Chaw tipped me, bought me coffee twice. $3 tip per a time. I'm still very grateful. Thanks. Let me get through the message and introduce again. And Rachel, room enough for one bed, and that's the bare minimum. Yeah, that bare minimum for 400 US dollar is very cheap anywhere in the world. Rachel, it's dirt cheap. It's not even an average price. It's below average price. I was like, yeah. And good afternoon, Bharata. Namaskaran, Shishish. How was your Akidashi? Good morning, Kim Teo from Singapore, and welcome everybody to a not special edition, but a rainy day edition of the morning coffee chat. Today I woke up to a very warm winter morning. Yes, it's winter here in Istanbul right now, and 16 degrees Celsius. Yeah, very warm. No, like this last year, this time it was 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. This year is quite crazy, and here in Istanbul, when it's winter, it rains almost every day. It's like a monsoon season here in Istanbul, you know. During winter, every other day is raining and raining and raining. And after each time it rains, the temperature kind of just drop one whole level. And you guys know what a minimalist I am, right? I have no umbrellas. So when it rains out like this, if it rains like a drizzle, I don't mind, you know. If it's a drizzle, I'll go out, find a cafe. But when it's raining like this, I won't last 20 seconds out there, so I can't even get to a cafe. So today I'm doing from home. This is my living room, by the way. This is not my whole home. Yeah. My home. Take a look. I have a 2-room home. It's a 1 room here, which I'm using as my workroom, and my bedroom here. The kitchen that I do all my cooking, and yeah, it's a pretty big house. It's a service residence, by the way. Service residence means residence hotel. Hotel. Basically, it's a hotel. I've been living in this hotel for a year. Shish. Akidashi is always good. It always end up making you calm and strong. Looks like you don't enjoy rain. Rain is perfect for warm soup. Oh no, Shish, rain is bad for hair. I can go get drenched and then I'll look like shit on the live stream. Yeah, that's the problem. Honestly, people here in Istanbul, this rain, they don't care. They walk out. They don't carry. Very few people I see here in Istanbul carry umbrellas. Very few. And almost no guys carry umbrellas, only ladies. And when I carry umbrella, I look like Aqua. I look sissy. But anyways, I don't have an umbrella. So if I walk out like this, I'm gonna look like crap on camera. So nah. Username, you jump my comment, man. Oh, what comment? Let's see. Username, your comment was good. Good morning, Limpeh. Yeah. Yeah, and I commented here. B. Oh, good morning, good afternoon, B from Singapore. Haven't seen you in a few days. Ever since Bosphorus, I have not seen you. Yeah, yeah. I just gave you guys a quick house tour. Kisia, nice apartment. Yeah, it's a service residence. That's why it's nice. Shish, lies. You look fabulous with wet hair. No, you haven't seen me with wet hair. That's all. Nobody here has seen me with wet hair. That's the thing. Don't imagine. I look like crap. Busy with work. Busy with children's exams. Busy with work. Busy every day. Do you see the introduction? Why I'm doing from home today? You guys all saw the introduction, right? So I'm going to just repeat this introduction much later when other people gets on. But this is my 100% favorite place to stream from. Why? Because at home I make my own most favorite coffee. This is my most favorite coffee, by the way. Not Americano and nothing in there, no. But it's very little now. You can see oily, right? Kopi Guyu, or bulletproof coffee, or Pangtang coffee, depending on where you guys are from. Coffee with organic ghee. So fragrant. You don't get this anywhere in Istanbul. Not surprising, by the way, huh? Nowhere in Istanbul, but I'm glad they sell organic ghee. That's why I can still make this at home. Ah, so fragrant. This coffee, I can't get anywhere outside. Okay. And it's kind of like literally free. That's why I like to stream from home. No phone. Home, I have this perfect angle. I know where to put the camera. Perfect angle. I can talk as loud as I like. You guys may be wondering, why I talk loud, yeah? I talk really loud, That's why there was one time, you guys remember, I got chased away from a cafe for talking too loudly while streaming. Actually twice, Once I kept it from you guys, and then once you guys saw. Yeah, I cannot help it. Why? Because I'm hard of hearing. I can't hear myself well if I don't speak up. I can't hear myself well. Why? This is from 7 years in the Navy. Every day going into the engine room. My hearing's gone. Oh, yep. There's 7 years of shipboard life. Of course, my shipboard life wasn't full 7 years. My shipboard life was 5 years. Yeah. And for those of you new to my live stream, this is a live stream where every morning I bring you guys to a different place or cafe or location here in Istanbul, grab a coffee and chit chat about pretty much everything and anything. Today is a rainy day here in Istanbul, so I decided to do this from home today. At home, dressed in my comfortable things, drinking my favorite coffee. Crystal Moon, I found you on your anti-aging videos. Most people found me on my anti-aging videos, yeah. But I think over the past 2 to 3 months, everybody on my channel who came because of anti-aging are discovering that I'm actually not about anti-aging. You discovered, right? That I'm more about life experiences, spirituality, and my hobbies and stuff like that. People watch my anti-aging videos and they come to my channel expecting to see a very professional anti-aging channel with anti-aging contents only. But when you look at my content, it's messed up. It's full of everything. Actually, my channel is about me. It's me immortalizing everything that is me on the internet so that I live forever. This is my legacy. And therefore, this is not an anti-aging channel. And therefore, over the past few months, everybody's discovering this anti-aging channel is kind of weird, this guy is talking about all kinds of weird things, and I lost about 500 subscribers since. But good news is the drop in subscribers is slowing down. So last week I only lost 12 subscribers. This week I lost only 9 subscribers so far. So things are improving for my channel. Which also means that I'm right now getting those real subscribers and real viewers that appreciate what I'm doing here. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have 100 viewers who really appreciate what I'm doing, who I am, than someone who just come to me for just one thing, and when I fail to deliver only that one thing, they walk away. And this is not just online. This is the same as every relationship in real life. Most of your so-called friends, they come to you for one reason, one very one-dimensional reason. And when you fail to deliver the one thing, like hanging out with them or doing this stuff with them, then they leave you. It's the same thing, So in the end of the day, you really want to spend time and effort being with people who 100% like you, the person, not you, the anti-aging guru, you, the MMA fighter, you, the options trader, I know it's hard. I know a lot of things I say is very idealistic, but I found that those are the things that if I learn to live without, my life is actually easier and better. And 안녕하세요, Elijah. 좋은 아침이에요. 여기 비 오는 아침이니까, 비 오니까 오늘은 집에 방송할게. 집에서 방송해. It's the view from the window is kind of small. I like those windows over there. But then again, because the sun is like open balcony and open windows, but Sun is so bad here. You see, even when you have open windows, people do like the full blinds, automated full blinds just to keep out the sun. So yeah, either way, big windows don't work. You know, now for those of you who came to me for anti-aging tips, right, let me give you guys one big anti-aging tip. Maybe I'll make this the topic of my anti-aging video on Monday. Yes, I still do one anti-aging video every week. Okay, every Monday. See, houses with this kind of windows. See, these people love houses with this kind of windows, okay? I'm telling you, houses like this age you faster. Age you faster than houses like this. You know why? Because houses with huge windows like this let in too much ultraviolet. Too much. And all those ultraviolet rays get trapped within your house. So your house become a greenhouse, like a nursery greenhouse. And therefore, if you don't wear sunblock at home, you age faster. So there are houses, there are certain design of houses that make you age faster. This design, small windows, close-in surrounding, facing away from the sun. This, like my current apartment, this is the anti-aging apartment. Those I just show you, those are the pro-aging apartments, okay? Oh. Elijah, most relationships are becoming quite transactional. All relationships are transactional. Not most, all, panan. Which is why you see, in the end of the day, when you're awakened person or enlightened person, like a lot of the Himalayan yogis, they just live alone in the mountains. Even not just Himalayan yogis, even the Tibetan Buddhist monks and Chinese Buddhist monks too. When they reach the state of awakening, they simply retreat into the mountains. That's why in China there's so many Xian San or deity mountains, where all these awakened people, they just live in the mountains, in Udang Mountain, all this. Yeah. So a lot of legends coming from those mountains, you know, people doing crazy magical things. Yeah. All the awakened beings, all the enlightened beings, they choose to be alone. Why? Because all relationships are transactional. And when you realize the full power and potential of who you really are, you found that you don't need to transact with nobody for anything. Then you lose the impetus to transact with anybody. And therefore, you don't need to be with anybody. And therefore, you live alone. And from here, you can tell if there is any real value in so-called friendships, if there are things that cannot be fulfilled without another body, these people would not live like that. They would have died. So just being able to live or choosing to live like that means that the reason why you get into any form of friendships or relationships in the first place are fully transactional, 100%. By the time you realize the full awakening within yourself, and by the time you realize the full power and potential of the light pouring forth from within, you don't even need anybody. You just lose the need for another body. You lose the need for a relationship of any kind. Yeah, you just don't feel it anymore. And so therefore, as you can see, if it's something that is existentially true, then you should not come to a point where you don't need it anymore. Yes, by the fact that you can reach that point means all relationships are transactional. I'm not sure if it makes sense for most of you. Yeah, Elijah, is it cold or is it inside day today? Oh yeah, Elijah, I think I just introduced, right? Yeah. Kim Teo, what are your criteria in choosing a home besides the window? Kim Teo came to me because of anti-aging as well, right? Kim Teo from Singapore. So what are your criteria in choosing a home? You know, okay, Kim Teo, I'm gonna make a video. My next anti-aging video on Monday will be this. Let me write it down. See guys, I write down all my videos on like post-its and I paste it on the TV. Yes, it's a TV that I don't ever watch or turn on at all. That's why I paste all my post-its on it. Okay, let me write it down. Yeah, anti-aging homes. Okay. So in Monday's anti-aging video, I will tell you everything, all the criteria I look for when choosing an anti-aging home, a home that is pro anti-aging. there are some certain criteria. Feng Shui must be good. I'll share with you guys on Monday's video, so stay tuned, yeah? Let me paste this on the TV. Yeah, here. Okay. Yes, and Kim Teo is not just a window. There's quite a few things. There's quite a few things that can be wrong with your home that makes you age faster. Okay, Crystal Moon. The first video that really caught my attention was when you got your first tattoo. Oh, so you came to me on my tattoo video. Yes, for those of you who don't know, I have tattoo. Okay, a lot of you think I'm like a hyper spiritual guru kind of person who no tattoo, no Limpeh have tattoo. Okay. The building and people were very serene and it was interesting. Okay. Keisha, I got to know about geopathic stress in the house recently. Okay, yep, that's part of it. Yep. Basically, feng shui, the thing that ancient Chinese have known for the past 3,000 years, feng shui. Feng shui plays a part in making your house pro or anti-aging. By the way, good morning, Lucas. Good morning, Lucas from Illinois. Hamdran from Singapore, hello and welcome to a very warm winter. It's winter already, winter morning here in Istanbul. Today, I'm having coffee at home and it's a very rainy day here in Istanbul. Actually, winters in Istanbul tends to be rainy. Almost every day is raining. And as a minimalist, I have no umbrella. So when it rains like this, I can't go out. It's actually raining very heavily. I'm not sure if you guys can see it on camera. But surprisingly, it's very warm today, 16 degrees Celsius, kind of hot. Usually around this time in Istanbul, it should be 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. At least last year was like this, 0 to 5 degrees Celsius and raining almost every day. But today, it's 16 degrees Celsius. So this is the view from my home, by the way. My best friends, every day, every morning yoga and meditation, I talk to these four trees. And they don't look the same every day, by the way. Especially him. He changes his shape. Almost every morning he changes his shape. And this is the view from my window. I need to close the window because the rain is coming in. Yeah. So this is my window. My home, by the way, is the best structure home for anti-aging. So if you guys want to know more about how to choose a home that's pro anti-aging, stay tuned for my anti-aging video coming out on Monday. Every Monday is anti-aging videos, by the way. So I'm still doing anti-aging videos. So Monday I'll share with you guys how to look for houses that are pro anti-aging. Like this. This is super pro anti-aging house. This place is like a fucking creep. If you stay here long enough, you will never age, Elijah, can't see the rain. Oh, but you can hear the rain. Shh. I know this camera filters the back camera filters out noises. Yeah. So you probably won't be able to see the rain because I tried to video the snow. Can't see the snow either. And good morning, Pua. See, wow, Elijah, Pua, all of you who have been watching me since last year. Cheers. And guys, another thing I like about streaming from home, if you guys have been wondering, this is episode 49, right? This is a live stream where every morning I take you guys to a different cafe and I brought you guys to about 30 to 35 cafes so far here in Istanbul. My favorite place is here at home where I can talk as loud as I like and have my favorite coffee. Anyways, I kind of finished my coffee, but what coffee is my favorite? This is my Panan favorite coffee. You can't find anywhere in Istanbul. Bulletproof coffee, Pangtan coffee, or in Singapore you call kopi guyu, where I take coffee and I put in not butter, I put in organic ghee. So good for your colon health. Especially guys, if you are in your mid-40s, make sure you drink drink ghee in some form, in warm water or in coffee every day, because guys in our 40s or 50s, colon becomes very, is what will screw you up very easily. And drinking organic ghee lubricates your entire alimentary channel, canal, and everything all the way down to the colon. So it's a good lubricant. It forms protection for your insides. So good. Rachel Planet. Hello Limpeh. How long did you practice your meditation? I'm not sure, no, but I feel like maybe 20 years. If you want to talk about since the first time I do meditation, I started meditation in the form of kujikiri in the form in okay to talk about, to use words that you guys will understand, is qigong, martial arts qigong. I started when I was about 10 years old. So if I take that as a starting point, then most likely about 30 years of meditation practice to open my third eye. Yeah. Nothing I do is quick, fast, and is get rich quick. Nothing I do is big effect in a short amount of time. I always put in a tremendous amount of time to get everything I get. Yeah. So there's a lot of people think, wow, Limpeh, he must be a genius, he must be blessed, like he can learn so many different languages and everything. Do you know every of these things took me decades, not even years, decades. I put in decades of work on all these aspects: martial arts, language, spirituality, qigong, meditation, kriya, yoga, whatever. All these things are all the same thing. Yeah, all these things are decades of work. I didn't just do these things for 1-2 years and get to where I am. So guys, again, if you think I'm doing well in all these aspects, understand this: it's decades of hard work. Nothing I do came to me like overnight, or 1 year, 2 years. 1 year or 2 years of doing anything is minusculous, minusculous. Which is why in one of my success series videos, you guys remember, I spoke about the one simple secret to success. If you guys missed that video, please search for one secret to success on my channel. And what's that secret? It's damn simple. Just keep doing what you do for 3 to 5 years minimum. 3 to 5 years. If you can keep doing that one thing you do, overcome all the difficulties and problems, and still stick to it for 3 to 5 years, you will be successful, 100%. The problem is most people give up. And therefore, because most people give up within the first year, if you can last 3 to 5 years, you're going to be more successful than other people. This applies to being in business, opening a shop, doing martial arts, whatever. Simply, you outlast anyone. Benedict Pua, your beautiful trading setup right there. No, this is a gaming setup, not a trading setup. I don't need a setup for trading. I only need my mobile phone for trading. Yeah, trading is simple. I don't need a computer at 3 screens. You see, if you have been following my Instagram and my Facebook for the past 5 years, you will see that I create huge, very beautiful computer setups in Korea and in New York, right? All this for gaming, my dears. All this setup were never for options trading. All this were only for gaming, okay? You don't need all these things for option trading. You know what I need? I just need my mobile phone. That's all I need for options trading. Yeah. Keisha, so must move house for anti-aging. Well, I would say house plays a part only when you do everything else correct. Okay. If you don't follow the three enemies of anti-aging that I presented, and you don't use any of the tips and the massage and the exercises that I recommended, don't worry about the home. The home is 锦上添花. Chinese says 锦上添花. Alright? The most important is still what you do on a daily basis, not the home. But the home can be important if you want to really min-max. You know, play RPG game, you talk about min-max. If you want to have the maximum effect, you know. Elijah, yep. Not even coconut kirim, no. Coconut kirim, no. Coconut kirim is completely different because ghee sticks to whatever it touches, but coconut oil don't really stick. You can really just drink water and flush coconut oil away, because coconut oil is not a heavy oil. Huh? Coconut oil is different. It does different things. Sherry, does your wife not have your travel bug, Limpeh? She does. That's why she's Korean and she can never stay in Korea. Over the past 1 year, she moved to New York. And over the past 1 year, she over the past few months she traveled Hawaii, but pretty much within America. Because right now it's not a good time to be out, especially because she has a job. Right now, this travel policies can just change overnight, and so if you have a job that you have to return to, you really cannot afford to be stuck somewhere. That's why, you know, like initially we were talking about her coming to Istanbul this month, but I actually talked her out of it. I said don't come, because right now, again, with the new thing, that what Omicron thing, who knows what all these scared policymakers will do if they just change the thing like overnight again, and then her work's gonna get affected. She's got an important work, you know. Coming to see me is the least important thing in her life right now. There's no point to risk anything just to see me. Yeah. Sherry, but you do have good anti-aging tips, of course. I am the testimony that my tips work, okay? Sherry, in addition to all the other good things you share. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks for appreciating. Good morning. Alpha is from Kathmandu, Nepal, who have been following me for the past 1 year, along with Elijah and Pua. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. All this, you see, you guys feel like old friends to me, like I'm chatting with old friends, you know, really. I finished 1 cup of coffee. I'm gonna make myself another. Elijah, okay, we'll keep ghee in mind, although I'm very young. Omicron, I don't blame you for making that decision. You don't blame me for making which decision. You know, Elijah, like I said, you know, you guys have been watching for long enough, you know what? By the time I come to your comment, it may be like a few minutes later. I really cannot connect what you're talking about, honestly. I don't know like you have to put in context, you know, try to. This is coffee, by the way. I'll show you guys how I make coffee. First, I take water in this. And water is from, here. Buy bottled waters. Here. Actually, the tap water is clean to drink if you have a certain kind of filter, but I can't be bothered to get the filter. And then this is an electric stove. Like all hotels these days, right? Like residence hotels and executive suites, they give you electric stoves, never open fire. So I put the thing on the stove and then I go get my cup. And for home coffee, I drink this bullshit. Okay, it tastes like crap. But amazingly, when you add my next ingredient, it will taste like heaven. Which is my new ingredient? This is that ingredient. Ghee yak. Yak is Turkish for oil, by the way. So yak means oil or fat. So it's literally called ghee fat. Organic, bought from organic market. Oh, the smell is heavenly. And I add like this much into the coffee. And so just by adding this, I make a crap, tasteless coffee like this into a heavenly brew. If you guys are wondering, this is my lunch, by the way. I'm soaking my lunch. Maras or hotu. What's hotu? Walnut and peanuts soaked in water. You see, even soaking in pure water, the water is turning brown already. All this brown are all the toxins in nuts, you know. That's why if you don't soak them in water for at least 5 to 8 hours, all this toxin, you're eating this, you know. That's why you get inflammation when you take too much nuts. When you get throat inflammation, and the inflammation leads to fever, which is what classic traditional Chinese call pu rua, you know. You pu rua when you don't do this. You have to remove all the skin. You see, I meticulously remove all the skin. You can still see the peanut skin here. Yeah, and then soak. Just preparing this. Okay, let's see. Home life. Yeah. So you see, this is the preparation for the tang tang kopi, bulletproof coffee. And waiting for the water. So this is how it works. Elijah, let me reiterate the question sentence. I don't blame you for telling Limbu to stay. Countries these days are making it harder for people to enter into other areas, especially America. She needs to go back to New York. And policies in America changes every other day because of this right now. So I don't want her to come and get stuck here. She has far more important things to keep moving forward in her life than me. I keep telling her I'm only the third or fourth most important thing in her life. In fact, I keep telling her I'm not important in her life at all. She knows. She likes to tell me, "Oh, you're my heaven. You're my most important." No, I mercilessly correct Limbu whenever she says that. I said, you don't have to lie to me. I know, and I like you because I'm not the most important thing in her life. I like you because I see your direction. I like the things that you're doing. I like that you're pushing and becoming something in your life, and you're taking charge, living on your own terms and becoming what you want to become. I really that's what I love about you. But if you come around and say, "Oh, no, fuck all these things, you're the most important thing in my life," then I'm sorry, you lose all my respect for you, and not the girl that I like. Yeah, I don't like any girl who or pretty much anyone who makes me the number one thing in their life. I should never be number one in anyone's life. Everybody should put their own life before me, 100%. Then I respect people like that, you know. Elijah, Nespresso? No Nespresso. There's not even a kettle here. No kettle, no Nespresso, no. I even have to boil water this way. Yeah, I don't even have an electric kettle. Yeah, super minimalist, yeah. Elijah, Giyak, yeah. It's not Yagi, by the way. That thing, the G with the in Turkish language, the G with the tick on the top and the I without the dot. Yeah, you realize it's a G with the tick on top and the I without the dot. That together is a K sound, so it's yak. Y-A-K, not Yagi, yak. It's a K sound, yak. This Turkish lesson for you guys. Hotu is with walnuts. Gentle Lions. Patrick from Singapore. Welcome. I opposite from you. I give aging tips. I give aging tips because I functionally also have functional aging. Yeah, I know you're a functional aging specialist. You teach people how to get old. I teach people how to not get old. Let's see who is more popular, Patrick. I'm waiting for my pangtang kopi or kopi guyu. So I'm making kopi guyu with organic ghee. Elijah, I was just eating almonds. Oh, okay. Oh, but almonds is a bitch to eat because you have to remove the skin. I know a lot of people are lazy about almonds, and you eat almonds with the skin, you're poisoning yourself. By the way, please Google for this. Elijah, she's busy and she has her own thing to do. Yeah, Limpu totally has her own thing to do. Yeah, of course she misses me. She tells me, you know, sometimes she told me yesterday about whatever, you know, I'm not that, I don't know how true that is. She says she cries herself to sleep thinking about me sometimes. I'm not sure how true, but you know, honestly, to be honest, I keep telling her I should never be the most important thing in her life, and I think she knows. Alpha, do you drink boiled honey with water? Oh, that's a good thing, but I don't. But it's a good thing to do. Everybody, you know, honey is mankind's superfood. Maybe I should start honey, but no, I don't do honey. Yeah, exactly, Elijah. What? Yeah, that's YA with the tick above the G and I without the dot. G with the tick along with I without the dot is a K sound in Turkish. So it's ya, not yagi. Which is why a lot of people like the Turkish ravioli, Turkish dumplings, that you call it what? Manti, right? It's not manti, it's mantu. It's I without the dot. Yes, Limpeh Turkish language is pretty good, okay? Huh? Türkçe konuşuyorum. Ama birazcık birazcık konuşuyorum ama. Konuşuyorum. Yeah, I speak very little Turkish, but I speak Turkish. Oh, so here it is. You see how oily it is? See the surface? See how oily? This is bulletproof coffee, or what we call in Korean, pangtan coffee. Usually coffee with butter, but butter is not that healthy, so I'm using organic ghee as a replacement. Okay, let's get back on my chair. It's very hard to walk like this. Oh, if I can walk like this without spilling my coffee, I would have made a perfect coffee shop boy, but I just spilled it all over. Ah, shucks. So now I have to eat with the saucer, otherwise it drips all over. Oh, heavenly smell. Heavenly smell. This, my friend, is my favorite coffee. I can't find this coffee anywhere else in Istanbul. So it's streaming from home, a lot of benefits, you know. One benefit, I don't have to worry about battery. Second benefit, I get my favorite coffee. Third benefit, I can speak as loud as I like and do pretty much behave however I like. Elijah, language lessons today. Yup. I don't know what that yup is for. So for those of you guys who are new to my live stream, okay, understand that by the time I see your comments, maybe a few minutes later, because I'm talking about what I'm talking about, and then only after I finish talking, I check the messages, and that could be like a few minutes later. So if you're just saying, yeah, I agree, yes, honestly, I don't know what you're agreeing to. Right? Try to spell out in full sentences. Kisha, coffee also can use for colonic washout. Yeah, and better if it's pangtang coffee. Better if you make it a bulletproof coffee with organic ghee. Now butter don't do the same thing, okay? Butter don't do the same thing. Organic ghee, coconut oil don't do the same thing. Organic ghee, Organic ghee, so good for your colon. So good, it's double good. Oh shucks, coffee spilling all over. Oh gosh. I made a pretty bad mess. See the coffee all over the saucer. Oh, just starting my stuff. Good morning, Tressa, my mysterious viewer for so long. All he or she says is good morning with the occasional typo. Welcome. For those of you, Sean, Limpeh, what do you think about lying? Is it wrong? Sean, this is a very deep topic. Okay, guys, I'm going to spend some time on this topic. So let me reiterate. Sean Chaw, Limpeh, what do you think about lying? Is it wrong? Okay, this is a very deep topic. I'm going to spend some time on it, right? Now, first of all, what does lying even mean? See, the thing is this. The truth... Okay, I have never like discussed about this before, so let me get some structure first. I'm gonna get some structure on my answer. Okay, now I just queried my subconscious mind for a good structure, and I got it. Okay, so this is how I learn everything. This is how I get answers to everything. Okay, guys, you just saw, and this is how fast. In a split second, I can get any answer by digging inside. And this is what most of you call aha moments. But for most of you, the aha moments are you cannot control. If it comes as a bonus. Suddenly, there's this school problem you cannot solve, and the moment strike and suddenly I understood everything. Yeah, that moment I made it conscious that I can tap into that moment anytime I like, and you can do it too, but with long enough and deep enough spiritual practices. Okay, but anyways, that's not the point. Now, lying. There are two levels to lying, by the way. One is the conscious level of lying. One is the unconscious level of lying. Okay. Now I want to talk about first the conscious level of lying, okay, which is the surface level. When you talk about lying, this is the surface level. What does it mean? The surface level means you know it's not true, but you say it anyways, knowing that it's not true. Okay, that's the conscious level of lying. Now, what is the unconscious level of lying? What you're saying is not true, but you don't even know it's not true. That's lying as well. Because why? What you're saying is not true. Now, when you look at it this way, everybody is lying, unless you're awakened and fully enlightened human being. Everybody is lying every fucking minute of their life. Every damn second of your life, you're either lying to yourself or lying to someone else. Okay? If you dig deep enough within yourself, you will see this as a fact. When someone asks you, like especially in cultures like America, Europe, in cultures where every day when they meet each other, they will ask, Genki desu ka? How are you? Nasisanas? How are you? Everybody say, I'm good. That's a lie right there. That's a lie right there. You're not good in many ways. But why are you saying you're good? Or maybe you don't even know. Then in America, before you rush off to work, I love you, go. I love you, go. Isn't that a lie? Isn't that a lie? Is that love? There's no love. It's just a ritual to get out of the house. So ultimately, you're lying to yourself or lying to others in every way, in any way possible, every single day. You're even lying to yourself. You're not hungry, you tell yourself you're hungry. Or you're hungry, you tell yourself you're not hungry. You're thirsty, you tell yourself you're not thirsty. Or you don't even know. You like something, you don't like something, you tell yourself you like something. You like something, you tell yourself you don't like something. Isn't this conflict going on within yourself every single moment as well? So when you look at it this way, subconsciously or unconsciously, consciously or unconsciously, you're lying anyways. This is a manifestation of simply people who are not yet spiritually matured, spiritually awakened, or ultimately enlightened. When you are not at those stages, you cannot help it, but you're just lying about everything in every single moment of your life. You live a lie, which is why spiritual path is called the search for the truth. Why is spirituality called the search for the truth? It is the search for truth because you're living a lie. Your life itself is a lie. Your life itself is your whole life, everything you understood about your life and the world today are a lie. Everything. Panan, I'm not even reserving nothing. I'm not even giving you something like 99%. No, I'm giving you a cold hard rap that everything you perceive at this stage of being is a lie. So ultimately understand this. As long as you are not spiritually mature, you're lying one way or another, here and there, to anyone, everyone, including yourself. Every single day, you're fucking living a lie. So if you are living a lie yourself, who are you to say someone so-called lying is right or wrong? It's not right or wrong. It's just the way it is if you are at the stage of immaturity. What do I mean? Very simple example. If you see a baby crying, is it right or wrong? Is the baby crying right or wrong? Irritates people. Is it right or wrong? Is the baby right or wrong to be crying? It's not right. It's not wrong. But it's disturbing everybody in the restaurant. Everybody's complaining. So is the baby wrong for crying? No. It's just because it's a baby. It's not matured yet. And spiritually, unless you have reached a certain level of awakening, you're all babies. And when you're all babies, you're lying to yourself and everyone around you, knowingly or unknowingly. That's the only difference. Knowingly or unknowingly, does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's all a lie. Knowing is a lie. Not knowing is a lie. So if you yourself is living a lie every second of your life, who are you to say someone else doing the same is right or wrong? No, there's no right or wrong. It's just like a baby crying. It's just the way it is when you're at that level of maturity. You understand now, Sean? That's why I see this is a very big topic. This is a spiritually extremely deep topic, actually. I could talk about this for hours, but I think this simple framework allows you to understand lying or not lying and morality. This thing, everybody tries to judge everybody with this thing called morality. That is why Jesus said, see not the pebble in someone when you have a log in your eye, something like that. I can't remember the actual words already. Wow, it's been so many years. I was a Bible scholar, by the way. So what Jesus was saying was this: who are you to judge someone? Who are you to cast the first stone when you yourself have the same problem or a bigger problem? And so therefore, if the thing is, so there's two answers here. Number one, you're nobody to judge because you're the same. Second is understand that this is not right or wrong. It's just baby crying. Meaning at this level of maturity, that's how people are. That's how it is. It's not right or wrong. Okay? How's this answer, Sean? Oh, I need to take a sip of coffee. Oh, and guys, where did I got this from? I got this from 3 seconds of digging into my subconscious mind for aha. That's all. This is how you can learn everything in the world. You never have to read about anything. Elijah, my body tells me when I'm hungry or thirsty. When my stomach starts scolding at me, I know how to feed myself. Dry mouth means consume more water. You know why Elijah? Elijah here is not a normal human being as well. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Elijah, RG, MC, at least as far as I know, according to what they share with me, okay, they're highly spiritually achieved and awakened human beings. Elijah sees energy auras, understand how it works. So Elijah, that's why I keep saying, when you are awakened to a certain level, not that you don't lie anymore, or not that you don't live a lie anymore, but it decreases tremendously. And there's simply nothing you get out of lying about anything anymore, you know. And so therefore you start to be able to become more true with your body, with your surroundings. And so you start to know when you're hungry, when you're thirsty. You start to be able to listen to your body honestly, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure if all this makes any sense, yeah. 18 viewers, 18 viewers, and after what I said, everybody's quiet now. Wow, 아주 조용해. Elijah, yep. Wow, it seems like everybody's shocked with my answer. Oh, nobody's talking nothing, you know. Everybody's trying to digest what I'm saying, yeah, or something. Or like, what's this guy? Like, ask a simple question, is lying right or wrong, and give me a long bullshit story. Sean Chaw, thank you for your sharing. I'm struggling with a lie that was made, and you feel very guilty. So there's a life lesson there. And that feeling allows you to know to become aware. Like I said, most lies are aware or unaware, okay? And most of the time you're not aware of the impact. Of course, you want to talk about very normal social impacts of lie. It's simply that if you do consciously lie, then you have to put in a tremendous amount of effort to upkeep that lie. Okay, that's the thing, if you start the first lie, you're gonna put in all your life energy just to upkeep that one lie. It's very tiring, so don't even start. Mike Man X, hi Limpeh, speaking to the converted with me. Speaking to the converted with me. What do you mean? Converted to Christianity? Sean Chaw, we are trying to internalize what you said. Oh, what's there to internalize? There's nothing to internalize about anything I say. If what I say gives you an aha moment, that's it. In that moment, it would have transformed your life. If it takes thinking about what I say, then don't think. Then it has not done anything for you. Just move on. Just treat it as entertainment, yeah? You never have to internalize or digest anything I say. Jaya Suryana, what's the difference between NS in Korea versus NS in Singapore? The length of time. NS in Korea these days, we're going like 1.5 years. NS in Singapore is still 2.5 years. Yeah, the length of time. And also the length of committed time after NS. Yeah, is different as well. And as a Korean, you don't get pestered to go back for reservists every single year. You do, but it's on a different system. In Singapore, they're so afraid that you miss out on that every time you want to, as a Singapore man, even finishing at NS, if you want to go overseas, you have to apply, you have to get permission from the government to leave the country. And you, as a Korean guy, you never have to do that. Kisha, they are pathology liars. Yes. Those are mental illness. But Kisha, like I said, everybody, until the day you're fully awakened and fully realize, everybody's lying. Even you are lying. Okay? It's just where, if you are lying enough and compulsively enough to be noticed by other people, they call you a compulsive liar. If you are good at covering your tracks, or you're lying just about things that people cannot see, then you're a secret liar. Either way, you're a liar. Either way, that's the state of human beings being spiritually immature, and therefore no human being is in a position to judge nobody. Then you might be saying, oh, then when I'm fully awakened and enlightened, then I can judge. The thing is, when you're fully awakened, you won't be judgmental. As long as you feel the need to judge, you're not awakened. You're far from awakened. In fact, far. You're on the other extreme. You're the Pharisees that Jesus was talking about. The Pharisees, the high priests of those religious sects, where they're morally high and they're judgmental. That's going the other extreme of things. That's not spirituality. If that extreme is spirituality, this extreme is demonic. Judgmental is demonism. Yeah, demonic is Satanism. Okay. Mike Man X, I was referring to your channel, to your channeling as to channel myself. Channeling of information. Okay. Yeah, you can call that channeling information. And as I just demonstrated, it takes only mere seconds to channel any form of information that you need in a proper structure. Honestly, I've never discussed about lying as a topic in my life. I never talked about this before. How did I get such insights and structure? Was just for my 3-second or 5-second channeling. Gentle liar. In Singapore, NS now is only 2 years, but as an officer, it's 2.5 years. As an officer, it's always been 2.5 years. As an officer, 2.5 years and reservist commitment to 50 years. Yeah. You guys don't know the pain we officers go through, for this bullshit. Kisha, I heard about paperwork in Korea, like internet banking is very troublesome and annoying. I'm surprised. Oh yeah. The most efficient internet banking and internet country that I've ever seen is China. The most efficient and the first that I've seen around the world to be mass using QR code paying, online paying, and social media paying. The first country that I've ever seen do this was China. Yeah. And Kisha, I thought Korea is efficient. I don't know why do you think Korea is efficient, by the way? I don't know what about Korea gave you that impression that it's efficient. So you have to question that assumption in the first place. I don't know where you got that from, honestly. I never thought of Korea. I never associate Korea with the term efficient before. Never crossed my mind. So that assumption right there, I don't know where you got it from. That assumption right there itself is the problem. Whoa, kind of hot. Today is 16 degrees Celsius. I've got to have to open the window even though it's raining. You can hear the rain. Oh, I hate weathers like this. 16 degrees Celsius, you close the window, it's too hot. You open the window, the rain comes in. Oh. 왼쪽도 아니고 오른쪽도 아니고 고난났네. Kisha, because it's an advanced country, so I assume. Yeah. I don't know. Why do you think Korea is an advanced country as well? This, yeah. Why is Korea an advanced country? Rachel Planet, can you elaborate on being awakened? Elaborate on what? What about being awakened that you are asking? Because I thought everybody who have any form of a spiritual, any idea about spirituality knows this term. So I don't know from what angle are you, because if you want me to talk about everything about awakening, that's a few hours lecture. So what about awakening? Or you just don't know what awakening means? I don't know. What's your question? Kisha, it produces the latest gadgets. So, Kisha, Singapore produced nothing. So Singapore is a third world country. That kind of measure itself is a problem, Kisha. It's a wrong measure. See now, Kisha, you see how easily all these assumptions can be easily challenged if you have never had real experience in a country. If you just only live 1 year in Korea, you become an expert. You become like me. You can challenge or debate anything anyone says about Korea. But as long as you've never done it before, you can read about Korea for 10 years, 20 years, all you want, and your point of view will always be wrong, some way or another. That's why I keep saying, if I become a spiritual teacher one day, my message is this: stop reading and start living. Stop reading books and start living life. Go out there and experience whatever you're interested in. Don't be interested in something and just read about it. No, if you're interested in something, go out there and see what it's about. Yeah, that's the way. Sean Cho, quite amazing to see you querying your spiritual self when a question was posted. Oh yeah, I think I never done this in front of a camera before, right? Have you? Kisha, yes, must experience myself. Yes, Kisha. If there's nothing you take away from all my talking, it's just this. My core message is always this: stop reading, start living. Because you came to Earth on a 90 years visa to live, not to read. Sean Cho, all happened in 2 seconds. Yeah. You know, Sean, a lot of people don't understand what I just did, right? What I just did is something you guys have done before. It's just that you guys could not control the process. See, especially when you're in school, when you're in middle school, and you encounter very complicated mathematical problems, and you just don't get it. Yes, those times you remember in school, and then suddenly one day you have this aha moment. Yeah, aha moment, and you suddenly just get it, and you suddenly know everything about it. You guys had those moments before, right? The problem with when you are not awakened or when you are not deep enough in the spiritual practice is this: you cannot control that process. So it becomes a random thing. If you get it, you thank God. See, that's the thing. But I'm telling you right now, that process you can control. You can make aha moments anytime you like about any topics, about any knowledge that you need to know. It's all within. Those aha moments can be controlled. You can generate ahas anytime you want. And that's how I learned everything. But of course, it takes time. It takes time to reach this level, but it can be reached. And you guys have experienced it. If you have experienced an aha moment even once, you know that potential exists in you, isn't it? You know. But the thing is, you credit it to God. No, it's not about God. God didn't send the Holy Spirit and give that knowledge into your head. No, it's an internal process and it can be controlled 100%. Okay, it's nothing to do with God. Raya Suryana, do you think China will go to war over Taiwan in the next few months? I don't know. I don't live in China anymore, so I have nothing to think about that issue. Yeah. If you know me long enough, you know I don't talk about anything that I'm not personally there to witness. If I'm right now in China and I'm really in touch with what's going on, I will answer this question. But I've left China for almost 10 years already. I've lost touch. I've lost touch. I've lost touch with. It's not that I lost touch. I didn't live in the Xi Jinping China. I lived through the Jiang Zemin and Hu Jintao China, not the Xi Jinping China. So I really don't know what Xi Jinping is about. I don't know what his character is. I don't know what his policies are. No, I don't know. I don't pretend to know. I read some things, but like I say, reading is not knowing. I read, of course, I read about Xi Jinping and what he's been doing. I read about what's going on lately between them. Yes, I know, but I'm not there. So I say I don't know. I don't take what I read to be what I know. This should be everybody's attitude. Understand that you don't know. The moment, in fact, again, Sean Chaw's question. If I say I know and I give a comment on this question right now, just based on the things I read online, I'm lying. I'm lying. Even though I'm consciously not trying to lie, but unconsciously I'm just lying. Why? Because I don't really know. I only read about it. Whatever you read, you don't know. Understand this. Whatever you only read, you don't know. And therefore, most people are in ignorance. Just admit it. Saying I don't know is very liberating, I don't know. These 3 words is the most powerful and most important mantra in the world right now. If enough people learn to say I don't know, this world will be at peace. The problem today, in today's world, is too many people who don't really know, think they know. People who don't know God think they know God. People who don't know anything think they know something. That is the problem in the world today. Keisha, I like the collar of what you're wearing. Oh no, it's not a collar. It's the inside. This is something like a petticoat. This is the inside garment. This is a Japanese kimono, by the way. So in kimono, you wear inside garment, which is white, before wearing the outside garment. Yeah. So this is underwear. Japanese underwear. Japanese underwear. like petticoat. Every Saturday, I pretty much wear my kimono all day, because if I don't wear it every week, I forget. It's very complex. How to put on the obi, how to tie the kimono, how to tie the hakama is very complex. If you don't do it for a while, you forget. I cannot afford to forget. So every week I still dress like this, every weekend at home. In Japan, I dress like this every day. In Japan, nobody has seen me in modern clothing. If you guys have been following my Instagram since the time when I was in Japan, you will see that every day, even on the streets, I wear haori and kimono. I even carry my swords. And people give way to me. They bow to me or samurai-sama. So samurai is still very much respected in Japan society. They give way. They tell their kids to bow and they greet or samurai-sama. And people will rush to me in front of me, run to me. Oh, samurai-sama, greet me as samurai. And then, of course, they're trying to introduce some things, but as samurai is huge prestige still in Japan. Kisha, I see. Rachel, not very sure what you mean by awakened being. Is that how you perceive things? So you don't know what's awakening. For people who don't know what's awakening, I would say the best way to understand is I got an easy thing for more. See, you guys heard about this thing called this scientific theory called you're always only using like 1% of your mind. Yes. What about the 99%? Yes. Now, easy understanding is this: being awakened means you're using more and more of those 99%. And if you watch the movie called Lucy, a movie, very old movie, where she opened up more and more of her brain and she starts to manifest different powers, that's awakening. And when you go to 100%, when you tap into 100% of your mind, that's enlightenment. Okay, that's the easiest way that I can explain awakening and enlightenment to modern people, which is this theory. I think most people know this theory about the 1% mind or 3% mind, something like that. Yeah, that human beings are only using 3% of the mind, cerebral capacity. Yeah, you heard that theory, right? So it's easy to understand this way. As you use more and more of your cerebral capacity, every stage is called an awakening stage. And when you use 100%, that's when they call you enlightened, they call you a Buddha. Huh? Wow, I like this answer. Damn, I need to write down this answer. I've not answered this way before, okay? Again, I surprise myself. Every day I surprise myself. Sean Chaw. Yeah, totally agree. I've been learning to say I don't know these days. It's actually very liberating. Yes, I don't know is super liberating. Acting smart is very tiring. Huh? Sean Chaw. If it's work related, I would say I don't know, but I'll try to find out. Exactly. That's all you need to do. I don't know, but I'll read about it. I don't know, it sounds interesting. That's all you have to do. And people won't think you're an idiot for saying that. But people will think you're an idiot when you say things that you don't really know. Oh. Rachel, by awakened beings. Yeah. So Rachel, is my explanation clear? Is there a good explanation? Sherry, were you always so disciplined even as a child? I would think so, I think. Yeah. It's just me. Yeah. That's why I did so well in the military. Not that I was disciplined in the military. A lot of people think I'm disciplined because I spent 7 years in the military. No. I spent 7 years in the military because I'm disciplined. And therefore I can take regimentation, and I love regimentation. I love being on a routine. I love being given rules. Yeah. See, this is surprising, right? A lot of people think that I'm a free spirited, so I hate rules or something. Actually, I love rules. I love rules. And every day I make my own rules. I love rules. I love structure. But okay, Sherry, what do you mean by always so disciplined? In which way? Okay, maybe we should clarify this. When you say I'm disciplined, what aspect are you talking about? Because if you're talking about discipline being a kid, being at home studying every day, I'm not that kid either. So if you're talking about discipline being a child every day, does nothing but go back home, do homework and study, I'm not that guy. So if that's what you mean, then I'm not I wasn't disciplined as a child at all. I skip school. Okay, I skip school. I play video games all day. I get into gang fight, street fight every single week. Right, that's my childhood. So if that's what you're talking about, then I'm not disciplined. But to me, those are discipline. Yeah. Why? If that's a question, then I'll explain more. If that's not a question, then forget it. Routines. As a child, as a kid, I don't make routines, As a kid, I just did whatever I wanted to do, and I go deep into whatever I'm doing. Yeah. As a martial artist, there was even one point in my life I was into clay modeling, and so I did a lot of clay modeling. Drawing, I did a lot of drawing, anime design. Yeah. Those things. I do those things. Yeah. So when I was a kid, I don't do routines. I go very deep into whatever I'm researching or interested in. And I'm never interested in schoolwork. Crystal Moon, when you're awakening, your mind does. What do you mean? When you're awakening, your mind does this open you to what do you mean, Crystal Moon? I don't understand this sentence. Crystal Moon, when you are awakening, your mind does this open you to. I don't know what this means. 한국 분이세요? 한국말로 해도 돼요? 한국말로 해도 되세요? 한국인이라면 한국말로 해도 되세요. Kisha, travelers are free spirit, but they need to be disciplined to plan their journey and be aware of surrounding. Yeah, exactly. That's why the concept of being free or disciplined is very blurry, because you need discipline to be free, and you need to be free to be disciplined. It's many things in life work this way. Only most people are not aware that you need to be disciplined to be free. If you are not a disciplined person, you will never be free. And you need to be free to be disciplined. Why? If you're not free in the first place, there's no talk about discipline. You're just never gonna be doing what you want to do. If you have no free will, there's no discipline. Crystal Moon, does this open you to spirituality? Does what open me to spirituality? I'm not too sure. Sorry. Does what open you to spirituality? And okay, now spirituality, it's not a thing that you get into. Spirituality is just a name for all of these kind of things. Okay. Sean Chaw, discipline to be free, the paradox of life. I don't know why you guys see it as a paradox. To me, there's no paradox. In my own insight, when I think about this, there's no paradox. It's very natural. This leads to this leads to this, and it goes back round and round. Without discipline, there is no talk about freedom at all. Not even the freedom to be wherever you are to do whatever you want. Without discipline, you do not even have the freedom to choose your own actions. You do not even have the freedom to choose what you eat today. You do not even have the freedom to choose how you want to spend your weekends. Without discipline. Crystal Moon, sorry, I keep pushing the send button by accident. So it's like kind of half sentences that I really don't understand. But spirituality is not something you do. Spirituality is not something you get into. Spirituality is not a thing. It's just a term to describe all of these things, from religion to yoga to meditation to well-being to self-help. Everything is spirituality. It means everything that you're trying to do in your head and your spirit is spirituality. Yeah. Easy understanding. Easy understanding. Oh, this camera, the focus is very bad. I got to keep tapping the focus. Otherwise, it loses focus. See, it's the same as everybody, If you don't keep pushing your focus button, you lose focus in life. Me too. Lately you see some change in me. If you guys are energetically perceptive, actually there's a huge shift in my energy this week, the past 1 week. I actually tried to test my level of awakening to a very high cost. I spent a lot of energy. I have not been able to recover. So for those of you who are energetically sensitive, like Elijah, you guys might have noticed a change in my aura just this week, and a change in my energy level this week. Rachel, the best practice is to practice and experience it yourself. Yeah, Rachel, the best practice is not to practice and experience it for yourself. The only practice is to practice and experience it yourself. That's the only way. It's not the best way, it's the only way. Nothing that you do and experience yourself is what you know. Nothing. Let me ask you, is the earth round or flat? Please answer me this question. Is the earth round or flat? Right now, answer me please. Answer me. Is the world, is this earth, is this planet round or flat? Answer me please. I'll show you guys how this thing works. Why the only practice is to experience it yourself. The only, it's not even the best, the only. Rachel, I understood a little. I need to re-listen to your explanation. No. Elfin Liat Lucy. I don't know who. I only know some of those very old school ones who are still around, like Eckhart Tolle and all these people who have been around since the 90s. Yeah. Krishnamurti, JK, those guys, very old school. I don't really read about new people, the new awakened. I know there's quite a few new awakened authors. But Deepak Chopra's not an awakened person. Okay, he writes spiritual books a lot, but no, he's not awakened by the way he writes certain things. It's very obvious that he knows, he read a lot and he talk a lot with awakened people, but he do not have the experience himself. So that's why his books, the things he write to me is very one-dimensional and very shallow and very misleading, because he himself did not have an experience of what he's talking about. He don't. Because if you have an experience about what you're talking about, you will be able to shed light on very deep insights rather than have to quote someone said. You guys realize I never quote someone says about anything. Yeah, I only quote what Jesus says, but I never quote anything about someone says. Why? Because what someone says, again, is not what you know. It's not your experience. And by sharing what other people say, you're just lying, because you're saying something that you have not experienced as a truth. So you're saying something that's not true. You're not experiencing it as a truth. See, nobody dares to answer. Is the earth round or flat? You see, is that hard to answer? When you come to it, you know why is that hard to answer right now? Is this because you have not experienced it. You have not experienced it, and you have not been able to prove even to yourself that the world is round or flat, regardless of what you believe. This is why in the end, whatever you cannot prove to yourself, even if you read it as a fact that the earth is round, you dare not answer me with 100% confidence that the earth is round. You dare not. Why? Because it's not an experiential truth for you. But astronauts who have seen the world, who have seen the earth from the moon or from outer space, they will be able to tell me 100% confidence. I'm telling you, earth is round. They will be able to tell. Why? They experienced it, not you. You read about it. And therefore, when someone asks, is the earth round or flat? You dare not answer with 100% confidence. You dare not stake your life on it. If I tell you, today, let's say God comes and asks you, I'm going to ask you one question. If you get this wrong, you die. You get it right, you live. And the question is the earth round or flat? You will not dare to answer. Yes? But if you're so sure that the earth is round, you will say the earth is round. Why are you not sure? Because you're not experienced it as a truth. You only know about it. See, this is the difference between simply knowing information and having an experience of that thing. That is the difference. And therefore, no matter how sure you are about your information, you're just lying to yourself and everybody else by saying it. And when it comes to the crunch, when your life depends on it, you won't dare to even say it. If it's an experiential truth, why won't you dare say it? Yeah? You don't dare say it because to you, it's never a truth. Simple question, is the world round or flat? Nobody can answer this question if their life depends on it. Why? It's not an experiential truth. You only read about it. Sherry, good example. Yeah. Honestly, before today, I've never thought of this example. Again, all this aha. These are all a series. I would say that sitting here over the past half an hour, I already have at least like 5 series of aha moments. Boom, boom, boom. That this example was an aha moment as well. You feel it, coming up. You know the aha moment feel, like you feel something like coming up the back of your neck, and then, yeah, it just keeps coming for me. Even this example was an aha moment. As I'm talking, I had it. Yeah. I never thought about this example before today, by the way. Never. This is the first time I've ever presented it this way. So, like one interesting thing about doing this live stream is this, you guys challenge me to keep educating myself. I keep sharing things that I've not thought of and that I've never spoken of on my live streams. Oh, the rain is getting very strong. Look at that. I bet you can see the rain now. For those of you who are wondering, today is a warm and rainy winter here in Istanbul. 16 degrees Celsius and it's raining heavily. That's why I'm streaming from home. And honestly, I think you guys enjoy my live stream more when I'm streaming from home. Always I get better reception, better internet from home, and I don't worry about battery that much because I can plug it in when I need to. Yeah, I finished my second coffee. Today is really good discussion. Yesterday nobody was around, so boring. So I ended real early. This is kind of silly. I ended yesterday when after I ended a live stream, I begin chatting with the guy at the next table. Wow, it was a good chat. We chatted for an hour. Yeah, so I'm gonna get him on my live stream as well one day, and he agreed. A very modern Turkish young man with 10 million ways to make money online. Right now it's his golden time, because US dollar, the lira has dropped so much against the US dollar. Right now he just have to make like 1-200 online from various different sources, and it makes a big difference in his life here in Istanbul. $200 here, $100 there, $200 here, $100 there. Put together, it's a huge amount in lira. Yeah, so interesting, that guy. Like kids these days, right, have opportunities that didn't exist during my time. There was no internet, and there's no apps to make money from and stuff like that. Right now, there's all these things make easy money. Right? Most young people still don't do it. I don't understand why. Rachel Planner, I don't know, haha. What do you not know, haha? Again, you need to type in complete sentences, because by the time I get to your response, I cannot connect with what you are referring to. Rachel Planner, haha. I don't know, haha. I don't know what's that about. He's here, yes. Hope to see him in live stream. Hope to see who in live stream? Yes, hope to see him in live stream. Hope to see who in live stream. The guy. Oh, very handsome. See, guys, this is how quickly I forget what I say. Right? I say it after it's gone. It doesn't stay in my head. So you need to be as precise in in your comments as possible, but I really cannot connect. After I say something, it's gone, it's gone. After I let out the baggage, I let out the baggage. I don't hold on to the baggage anymore. Kisha, the young Turkish man, to discuss his ways to make money. Yeah, 100%. He hangs out in that cafe yesterday. This is the second time I see him, by the way. That's why yesterday we can chat, because the last time I saw him as well, and wow, so interesting. This guy is so interesting. 100% I'm gonna get him on my live stream. I asked him, he agreed. He's excited to stream with me. Sherry, it's 1 a.m. for me. Good night, Limpeh. Good night, Sherry. 1 a.m. 1 a.m. 1 a.m. right now, Central Time. American Central Time. Good night. Thanks for checking, Sherry. Appreciate it. 1 hour 45 minutes. Maybe I should just end here, huh? Getting really late. Being a very, very long stream. Thank you guys very much. Yep, Las Vegas Central Time. And 1 hour 45 minutes. Yesterday was an ultra short stream. Today, an ultra long stream. Can we kind of make it moderate it out a bit? Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Join me later on, 3 p.m. Turkish time, for my 2 hours meditation. Right? For those of you into meditation. And have a very good weekend. The very first weekend of December 2021. and I hope the discussions have been interesting. A very good discussion so far today. Very good chat. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Thank you guys very much for all the really good questions. Thank you, Sean Chaw, for also triggering some really good discussion. For last time, this is a very warm 16 degrees Celsius winter morning here in Istanbul. It's a very rainy day. And oh, you guys want to have a, yeah, this is how I'm dressed today. This is how the bag looks like. So when you stand on side, you samurai stand on side always like butt high, chest out. So this is a samurai stand. When samurai stand looks like this, butt up, out, chest out, like fighting roosters. So yeah. Vin, didn't know you had live streams, so try to join next time and ask questions. Yeah, every morning, 10 a.m. Turkey time, right? Every day. This is episode 49, so I've been streaming daily for the last 49 days, every single day, right? Yep. See you guys. 안녕.